card screen. Whoop, just a little, had a little there. I'm going to go to the full card screen because we are going to start talking about the astrology, and this is going to be a live reading while talking about the astrology. That's how they wanted it to come out. And then at the very end, I have the Whispers of Love deck, as well as, again, this is the deck that I haven't used in years, but it wanted to come out today. The Romance Angels Oracle card. And I know it's because Venus is in Cancer here. I know it's because she's skinny dipping with her Mars, the lover. And there's this richness of romance in the air, and being able to really hone in on those lovely things in life, especially with all of this Taurus energy. So we'll get guidance from these two decks at the end after we talk about the astrology. And of course, as always, all of the decks are already in the description box. Let me move these over here. All right, we got just this good funk in the background, getting it. I don't know if y'all can hear it. I think it's loud enough that you guys can hear it. Eight of Wands just showed its face, so we snappy today. We snappy with this energy. This week already is starting off, moving forward. All right, let me move this around so that way it doesn't interfere with the cards. And let's start with the astrology. So today we had the Uranus Cazimi. So the Sun conjunct Uranus in Taurus. That happened at 18 degrees, 56 minutes of Taurus. And this is the once a year transit. So the Sun and Uranus meet up once a year, wherever Uranus is at. And for the last little bit, it has been in Taurus. And this is where Uranus gets to go into the heart of the Sun, into that blinding white light of the Sun, get cleansed, get purified, get the downloads that it needs to get, shake the shit up that it needs to shake up, and then move forward. It gets to go out into the universe and continue to do its work. Eight of Pentacles just dropped. Continue to do its work. Continue to do all of those things necessary. And I love that it's the Eight of Pentacles, because I've always felt the Eight of Pentacles is such a Taurian type of card. Taurian and Virgo, right? It's really strongly associated with the work that we do to get the material things that we need in life. It does take skill. It takes the work. The skill comes from that Three of Pentacles. At the Eight of Pentacles, we've kind of perfected those skills. We know the direction we're going. We've made Seven Pentacles. We're working on our eighth right there. So there is this ability to, this Taurian theme that even though as things are changing, as things are working around you, you still have the skills necessary to create in this world, to plant those seeds, to get to your manifestations, to get to your abundance. You still have the ability to get that in. And this is really about what is happening with the Taurus things. Uranus has been significantly working with the Taurinian? I think that's a word. We're going to go with it. We're going to go with it. The Taurus things in our life, our money, our stability, our basic needs. It's been a really big thing with Saturn and Uranus as they've gone through their squares over the last year about basic needs. So what is happening with those things right now as Uranus gets into the Sun and he's like, hey, look, my job is to point out where shit ain't right. My job is to not just point it out, but to make it, with the Ten of Wands, abundantly fucking clear where you need to be and the action that you need to be taking. I'm dropping all of these 10 wands on you. Look, this guy, he's like struggle city trying to carry this into this village. Struggle city. But it's his job. He's got to do it. That's the thing with Uranus transits. Uranus is like, we'll put it down. We'll put all of this shit down. You've got to do this. Nobody else can carry these 10 sticks but you. That's it. End of story. And by the way, you're on a timeline. By the way, time's a-wasting. By the way, you ain't got, this has to go today. It's moving today. And then we have the Six of Pentacles coming out. And this is like aligning wherever that Taurus energy is for you, wherever that aligns within your natal house. So you want to look at your natal chart, look at the house that Taurus is pinging, or houses, depending upon how you read your natal chart and what astrology system you use. But I really got this in, really clear image that whatever is being changed with the Six of Pentacles in your life, whatever Uranus conjunct the sun is changing for you, it's stability for the better. It's balanced stability. It's something that, yeah, while it's a challenge to carry these 10 rods, you can fucking do it. You can do it because you've already done it, right? He's already carrying it. He's just got to continue. He's got to persevere. Gotta persevere. Gotta continue to go down that direction and that path. Because what is coming, it's the stability for the better. This is setting you up for success, not just success for you, but success for others as well. And you may not see it yet. Look again at this 10. Look at this 8 of Pentacles. He's not paying attention to anything else that's going around him. This 10 of Wands can't see beyond his rods. He is looking down, making sure he's not going to like trip over something and drop all of these sticks everywhere. The only person in these cards that is looking anywhere other than down is the Six of Pentacles. He's looking at somebody else. He's looking at what is going on around him. So you have to get through. You've got to get through the changes. So that way you can see it's on the other side of all of that. And that's also Sun conjunct Uranus and Taurus, right? This is the Cazimi. Uranus can be temporarily blinded from being at the center heart of the sun. There's not a lot of clarity at that moment. But as Uranus and the sun begin to separate, as this aspect begins to move past, that clarity will be there. And then do you see it? Okay, I see that now. Okay, but again, where are you spending your time? What are you consuming? Because could any of those things block your vision? Block you from seeing what is happening right now? What is being shaken up for you? One of the other themes that I got is how are you seen in the world, or how you see yourself in the world may also come up during this aspect. Again, it's for the day. The sun moves on quite quickly. But over the next day or two, that could be something. Page of Cups. Yeah, this youthful. How are you being seen in this world, and how do you feel about that? Is it an immature energy? Is it a matured energy that is getting more mature as a page goes to a knight, goes to a king? Is how you're showing up, is that what you want? Right? We go back to how are you consuming? The things that you consume, you probably become, especially when it comes to things like food and things like that. Like anything like that, that can all be how you begin to perceive yourself and how the world begins to perceive you. So what type of boundaries do you need to set in that area? Additionally, last little thing here. Oops, strength. I love it because this is what I'm about to say. Getting comfortable takes work, and it takes being uncomfortable first. Strength. Be willing to do it. Be willing to do the work. Have confidence. Have that courage. Have that tenacity. Have that go and get it. You will get comfortable. You will get comfortable, right? This 8 of Pentacles didn't just know how to create a pentacle. It had to learn. It had to be uncomfortable first. Take action to get comfortable. It had to know that it has the capabilities to do so. All right. So that is the 9th. And then we are headed to the 10th. So Venus in Cancer on the 10th will sextile the North Node in Taurus at 3 degrees 56 minutes. Oh, cards down. Well, we might have to go take a break. Go pick up them cards. Just an FYI. So we gonna rock on right now. We're gonna rock on with what we got. Venus in Cancer, sextile the North Node in Taurus, 3 degrees, 56 minutes. This is now the check-in for what's being set into motion towards your destiny. Venus gets her check-in here. She's in the early degrees of Cancer, and it's really as she's checking in with the North Node of Destiny of where she's going. 10 of Cups just dropped of where she's going. It's the North Node in Taurus. This eclipse season set things into motion. Things are already moving. Yeah, 10 of Cups and the Fool dropped. Things are already moving. You're already on your journey. You are already taking that path. Change is here. And Chariot. And it's quick. And if it hasn't come yet, what are you consuming? Where's your time being spent? What clarity do you need to get? What boundaries do you need? Because the Chariot popped out again. It is moving. It's going to come and it's going to leave. It's moving. And what Venus is going to get on the 10th from the North Node is going to carry her through Cancer. She is going to be able, whatever this new journey is, whatever is coming in quickly, whatever this full, like, emotional abundance, full love, full light, full happiness here, whatever this is bringing, it feels really good. I can tell you that. It feels really, really good. She is going to be able to nurture it in Cancer. She's at 3 degrees. She's got time, right? She's got a little, we're into June when she gets into Leo. So she has time to nurture this dream while still knowing her action as the Chariot is to nurture this dream in Cancer. And then what she will do is she will take it and implement it, take action in Leo. So don't, like, again, these are all these post-eclipse conversations. Don't lose sight of all of these conversations because it's here, it's moving, it's ready. And there are things that are going to continue to build just as they always do on top of each other. And this is one of those moments with this Venus in Cancer sextiling the North Node. And all of this is towards that long-term future that you have been talking through, you have been working with, and we have been talking through and working with as we have been going through this year. All right. I'll unplug for one moment. Let me go get the rest of these cards. Hold these. Oh my gosh, there's so much. Whew. All right, look at how much got dropped. Let's take a look at these. All right, I'm not going to look at those. We're just going to, okay, it told me to look at the bottom card. Page of Cups came back out. All right, let's see what actually flipped up when all the things happened. So we got the 6 of Pentacles again. So we're getting repeat cards. Love that when that happens. Message incoming and clear. We have 6 of Pentacles, the Emperor. We have the 7 of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So when that happened, we were just about ready to talk about Venus Cancer, sextiling the North Node, moving out. Let me see what messages are coming in. It's more of like this continuation of this story of like what is coming afterwards, what is coming like through this week once you're here, once you're grounded in this 6 of Pentacles where you're feeling the movement, you know you've got your balance here, you know you can like, okay, the relationships that I'm working on, the relationship between what I consume, how that's taking my power, time, boundaries. Once all of that is kind of configured, I mean, the Emperor shows up. This is playtime. This is full. They can play with you up here because the Emperor is that 5D card. They can play with you up here. Look, between this 7 of Swords sits the Emperor and the Ace of Cups. Both gifts from the universe, right? there can be more opening, especially when we get to next week where we have Jupiter headed into Taurus, ingressing into Taurus, Mars into Leo. Um, Wait, that might not be next week. That might be the week after. Anyways, still, as this energy builds, this Emperor and this Ace of Cups is coming in. It can give you things. It can open new things. It can show you where to take action. It can be that, like, again, with the Chariot, that push forward to really expand yourself and know that you can do it. And know that whatever you are leaving behind, whatever you're taking with you, again, this to me is that clear indication again of that continual work of where is your time being best spent? What boundaries do you need to set? And what habits are you changing as this week moves forward, as we move into these new energies? And it's okay to look with this Seven of Swords. It's okay to leave some swords behind. It's okay to take some swords with you. It's okay once you go bring those swords somewhere to go back and get the other two. It's okay to take this. It's okay to leave this one. All of this is where you're kind of really figuring it out. But in between these, right, it's like, I've got a good idea. I know where I want to go in my Taurian house, in my Taurian themes. I know what power that's going to give me. And I know what I can do with what the universe brings in. And I can take these actions and I can get really clear with myself on what I need and what I don't. All right. Obviously, they wanted more messages. All right, now we are headed to the 12th. And that is when Mercury retrograde in Taurus is going to sextile Saturn in Pisces at 6 degrees 9 minutes. On the same day, so this is the 12th, Venus in Cancer will sextile Mercury retrograde in Taurus at 6 degrees. So we've got two sextiles. There is a bunch of sextiles this week. And with Mercury retrograde sextiling Saturn, and Venus with Mercury retrograde, this could be a lot about after all of these things have changed, after, all of this eclipse energy, and after you're like already kind of doing the work necessary, things could be coming back around on the 12th to be cleared based on your boundaries now, not based on prior eclipse boundaries that you are instituting now. What are you going to do about that? So this is where it gets really fun, because as you begin to do your work, I know I want this one. As you begin to do your work, Knight of Wands, take action on the things that you need to take action on. You get this wonderful, through these energies, you get this wonderful opportunity to see how you have grown. And how do we do that? We do that through action and tests and things that come back around to be cleared, right? We do that through standing in our power, standing in what we said we wanted, what we said we were going to do, and actually executing on that. Holding yourself accountable, holding others accountable, holding your boundaries steady, holding what your habits steady, continuing to do the things that you need to do, no matter how difficult that may seem. And as we begin to do that, yes, the universe is going to come back and say, hi, you said you wanted this. Here you go. You said you have changed. You said this is your new value system. You said these are your new boundaries. Here you go. What are you going to do now? Additionally, there's this ability too with Venus sextiling Mercury and Taurus, and with Saturn, in this conversation, because even though they don't happen obviously at the exact same moment, they happen 9 arc minutes later. Saturn is still very much within this conversation and very much within influence. So there's a lot about what you've been creating, and that's that Mercury and Taurus, right? He's giving us this opportunity to reassess on and focus, because it's fixed, focus on the work that we have been, what we have been doing over the last couple of months. And Venus in Cancer and this Saturn in Pisces, which is that water, is going to show like where things are still wishy-washy, where things are still not on solid ground, right? Where things still need to be adjusted, where they still need to be cleared, the Four of Swords, where they still need, and this could come, maybe it's not something that is because of the water influence, maybe it's not something that is present right away. It's not something that is clear in like waking hours, but might be, especially with this Four of Swords, might be more clear in dreams. It could be downloads that you're getting. It could be like this, oh, okay, got it. Thank you for that. But whatever is still wishy-washy on what you're doing, this is a great time to finish those things, to clear them out, to tie them off. Don't allow them to continue to, again, be with this Four of Swords, be in this state of tension, this state of like, not done yet, right? It's energetically, again, what are you consuming? Where are you spending your time? What boundaries are you setting? It's like a perfect example of this is having, I just had it and I lost it. I was going to say taxes, like having your taxes undone here in America, right? That is going to be an energetic weight that you don't want to carry forward. Go and get it done. If you like, here's a perfect personal example. I need to go get my passport changed. And while I can still use the passport I have, it's not, I need to just change my last name on it. It's been sitting literally on my energetic untied list for months now. And again, it's not affecting my ability to use my passport, but it is something that's on my list. I need to go get those cleared. And this is the perfect week to do that. Perfect week to do that. So y'all can hold me accountable. Y'all can hold me accountable for that. I'll see where I'm at after this, after Twitchy Tuesday. Maybe I'll do it on Friday. Look, making moves, making changes already. All right, let's head over to the 13th, where Venus in Cancer gets her time to trine Saturn in Pisces. So remember, I just talked about Saturn still has a lot of influence, and it's going to be, Saturn will have this influence over Venus for 2 days, right? We're now into another day, but really, I will tell you that Saturn's influence over this week is felt all week long. That's the boundaries thing. That's where that came from. So what I love about Venus in Cancer trining Saturn in Pisces is Mars is also in Cancer. Now Mars is at the latter degrees of Cancer, but there's still co-presence in the Cancerian signs. So there's a lot of balance in Cancer right now. Whatever the area of your natal chart Cancer is in, there is a beautiful balance of masculine and feminine energy in that sign. And there can be, wherever this is pinging in your natal chart, there can be these new boundaries with Saturn in this picture. But, really, I'm getting the word soft, like these new boundaries that you're setting. It's not a sword sort of energy, right? It's not that cutting, like that shit's got to go now. It's more you're able to emotional maturity within the boundaries that you're setting. So there is this space where you do get to think about, okay, I know I need to set boundaries. You're able to do that in a healthy way for yourself, in a healthy way for others, that preserves that emotional maturity that Mars has been going through over since the middle of last year. So a lot of this to me has a lot to do. You can see here's our 4th house ruler, Cancer rules the fourth house, even though this may not be where it is in your natal chart. We have home life, siblings, family, and parents. A lot of this could be in those areas. So setting boundaries with the relationships in your life, especially the home life, especially partners, siblings, family, parents, based on what you are doing in your life. So this is where we start to bridge all of this movement forward into how we personally work with it. So here I am going to be setting boundaries with relationships. There's that Venus theme based on what I want to do in my life, which is all what we have been working on. All of the self-mastery that we have done. Please have strength. Strength just calm down. Please have strength. Because I was just about to say, look, strength is coming right as I'm about to say what I'm going to say. It's like just icing on the cake. Focus on what serves you. Have the strength to focus in on what is serving you, what your values are, what you're aligned to, what you're doing. And have the strength to set the boundaries appropriately around that. All right, moving on. We've got 2 more days. We are moving on to the 14th. This is where Mercury stations direct. So not out of his shadow, obviously, but he is stationing direct. He will station at 5 degrees, 51 minutes of Taurus. He will be sextiling Venus and Saturn. So again, here is more of that full week of energy of Saturn. Saturn in Pisces, Venus in Cancer. He's going to be sextiling them, and he will be conjunct the North Node with his stations. This is also going to be, and we've said this before, but always nice to be prepared. He will also, this is the exact same area that Jupiter is going to be retrograde in later in this year. So hopefully the Page of Wands, Mercury has been working with you in a very direct, very, it's seen. Right? That's what I love about the Page of Wands. Like, look, he's so proud. It's like pomp and circumstance, right? It's like, let me puff my chest out. Let me show you. The Page of Wands always reminds me of the Royal Guard at Buckingham Palace. The guards with the King's Guard with, I think it's the King's Guard. I just watched a TikTok about this, so I hope I'm saying it right. The King's Guard with the black hats. It's just it's this pride, and hopefully Mercury's, as he's retrograded, has been able to give you through the reason life, this reassessment, this re-looking, this re-evaluation that he's been helping you with in what you're doing for the long term, in what you're moving forward with, and what you're bringing into the world. Hopefully he's been giving you this sense of pride with that. So the one thing that I love about this, and why I talked about Jupiter, was Mercury is going to be supporting Jupiter. So as Jupiter gets into Taurus, Mercury is going to be, he's like setting that stage, right? He's creating the pathway that Jupiter is going to follow. And when that happens, 2 of Cups has been coming out. We had that the last time too. That would have been last week. Here's some more. So, oh, yay. Okay. So, Mercury retrograde, stationing direct. Okay, gotcha. So, when Jupiter gets in, this is this energy right here. The 2 of Cups, the Page of Wands, right? We just talked about that pomp and circumstance. There's going to be a boost of acceleration. There's going to be a widening of perspectives and details that Mercury right now, as he is retrograde, can't get to. 5 of Pentacles and 4 of Swords. He doesn't have clarity right now. His clarity is in the things. His clarity is coming in dreams. There's a lot right now that can't be seen with this 5 of Pentacles and this 4 of Swords. There's not a lot that can be seen. There is absolutely not a lot that can be explained right now. You probably know what the changes are, but there's no way to know how in the future that is going to play out for you. What you have to do, again, is those daily steps, the daily check-ins, the habits that you're doing, the time that you're spending, what you're consuming, making sure you're making decisions based on your values and making sure that you're pushing. It's that growth mindset. This 5 growth mindset. It is not growth mindset in any way, shape, or form. And this is where this like Mercury retrograde in Taurus got a little sticky. I'm feeling like the 5 of Pentacles right now. I'm feeling like change is upon me, and I'm feeling like I don't have the skills, the knowledge, the know-how, the resources. Like I'm a pauper. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to live in this realm. I'm not sure what, again, I had to get uncomfortable, and I'm still in this 4 of Swords. It's still not clear, but it's going to be. That's part of Mercury's role, personal planet. It's part of his role to get us, especially in these earth signs, to slow down, to think through. Is this dismal 5 of Pentacles and 4 of Swords? Is this dismal moment? Like, is it really all that it seemed? Like, now that you can like look back, do that reassessment, look back, because this might have felt really shitty while it was happening, but afterwards, was it really shitty? What can you take out of it? What things can you learn from it? Page of Wands, 2 of Cups. How can you sort through it all? How can you find the pride in what you've been through? Use it. Find the balance, find the harmony, find the gratitude. And all of this is on destiny. It's on purpose. You are on purpose. That is that North Node. And that is really digging in as it finalizes its time in the Taurus Scorpio axis. North Node, South Node. All right. So last transit, and then we'll get to some guidance for this week. We have on the 15th, Mars in Cancer, trining Neptune in Pisces at 27 degrees, 7 minutes. So let me clear this. So Mars in Cancer, we've got 27. He's almost done. He went on a journey. He is basking. I always look at this and always think at this pool, like this is water right here. I've interpreted it that way twice now. I'm rolling with it because Mars is in Cancer. And it's like, he is just, look at how fucking excited this fool is. Like, he is just basking up in the sunshine, getting that water. I just see him as like standing on a rock with like ocean waves just like crashing on his feet. And he's just loving every minute of it because he is now appreciative. He can now appreciate that water. Yeah, we know Mars and Cancer is not, that's not it. That's not the exaltation that Mars is looking for. But since his time in Gemini, since he's gone through what he's gone through, he has been able to appreciate, to find the gratitude, to be able to own. And now he gets to trine. He gets to trine Neptune, work with Neptune, give homage to Neptune, to the ocean, to say, and Pisces, to say, I see, feel, and hear you. And I appreciate what you do for us, for me as a personal planet, for the action that I need to take. Because Neptune in Pisces, yeah, there can be this unclarity or just like this escapism, this dreamy sort of energy. But Mars in Cancer can interpret the water now. He's figured that out. He can interpret the water now and figure out what Neptune in Pisces is really trying to say. And then Mars in Cancer can go, I know what to do with that. I know how to make that 5 of Wands. I know how to make that into reality. I know what action I need to take for Neptune and Pisces in what you're giving me. I know how to take that to Leo, Wheel of Fortune, change the wheel as I get into Leo, as I get into a brand new energy. I know how to take what you're giving me forward, and I know how to create out of that. I know how to get it. I know how to creatively take action. It's going to be different. There may be some static with how I choose to do it. I'm good with that. I'm in my power. I'm good with that. I can still do it. I can make that change necessary. I can change the wheel. Oh, here's another Two of Cups again. And the water, balance, masculine, feminine, right? We've got all of this energy. So, it's a taking action creatively. It's a dreamy, watery day. This is the 15th. It would be a great day to be around some water, really honoring and paying homage to the water deities, Yemoja, Olokun, any like even if all you have access to is maybe not the beach, but you can get to a river or a lake, you can pay homage to Oshun, Orege Ye Oshun, and just have this wonderful, intentional relationship with water and how water flows in your life. We are water. We're 70% water. Paying homage to the systems that work with water around you and with you. And know that in your dreamscape, you can take action. You can be creative. It doesn't have to be the way with this Five of Wands. It doesn't have to be the way you've done it before, and it doesn't have to be the way that everybody else does it. There is something new with this wheel and this Fool. There is something new here for you to take forward as Mars finishes his time in Cancer and goes into Leo. All right. That is all we have for the week with the astrology and the tarot.